of inquiry is to interpret what you have found out. And when students create that textbook section, in many ways, that's the interpret step. But it's often important in social studies to think about how you can take action when you've discovered that these voices have been left out of history. What's an action you can take beyond the classroom? If you're writing a textbook section, only your classmates are seeing it. So I wanted to shift gears here and tell you about another way that in my new position, which is a school for Native American students, I figured out a way to help students take action about stories that are sometimes left out or told in a way that is maybe harmful to other people. This project focuses on monuments. So this is the way I start class, just sort of giving them a check-in. How are you feeling today? Based on some famous photos of statues. And at this school, I realized that there's a huge gap in my understanding about Native American history, even though it is a requirement in the state where I teach. And so we started the year in 7th grade trying to understand, what should we actually do about monuments that are problematic? And I had to do a lot of research on my own to understand the issues with Native American depictions in monuments. And one article in particular, which is linked here, was a Time magazine article and really broke down some of the gruesome, we used words like that in the Pear Deck, which I will link as well, to understand the way Native Americans are depicted in the Capitol. And it's really just built into the architecture of the Capitol. And as I'm teaching this to all students who are all of Native American descent, it really felt like we needed to do something about that. So I gave them some options. They could make a poster to teach their classmates to understand about human rights. That was a suggestion in one of the articles we read, is that maybe the Capitol could instead encourage human rights instead of removing these harmful depictions. And a few of my students took me up on the suggestion of writing to the president or the first lady as an educator, or even to the representative, to make sure they understood that there are harmful stereotypes in the Capitol and they want to do something about it. And so you can see Kelsey, when you look at the slideshow, you can see that Kelsey and a number of other students wrote letters, and all of the structure of what she wrote is all based on the research we did in class. Understanding the facts about the statues they saw, what's the role of monuments, what are some options about what we can do about it, and then asking them to take action as her representatives in the government who are subject to these negative images, and the fact that those negative images can really influence the way people see the world. So that is that activity.